this is an unproductive colonial, the idea of vacation, closing down wanting to close down the entire court is an unproductive colonial legacy that, in my view, must be dispensed with in modern day democratic practice. The other bit is to make the point that, you see, sometimes our political elites, the way a manner they conduct their affairs and they behave, it appears they are always, or they always want to be insulting the intelligence of Ghanaians. I mean, is it the first time that we've judges, the court is going on vacation, that cases are to be heard? This is not the first time.
Abusia, less than a week ni in the Nyanjiti say Lawyer Atta Kyea our pile, all because say or say Chief Justice the Creanta who charge no ewo courts baby a ye di na asem no e ho judge no or say on to asem no so erunti or nti bida because say judiciary no ebi mo echo break dia adenti no mo ntwen na omunko break ne ma ansa na ya to na asem no eso e di say omo eyesa na de being bias is not law. Into ono de say frasa mo kura na court ho no enya dia ne nan ebesi o enti the client no be dia o kwan say otumi eko but ono de onko ho because ono no onya tete say judiciary no ba be ko break no e na o share ne vacation enti ontumi en cancel ne vacation no e ma be gina court abra judiciary no kura no ibimo eko break eno na Ransford Gyampo professor obebe kire na adwen e dia fa sa asem no eho na asem o ka kire le ye papa Atta Kyea eni say edumbe bi na so mo kasa sebe e omu nya boto na omu hu se Ghana fo sebe yenjimi ye na sa asemu ya o di hu nkomo no ebi asipen sa ta mo judges no bi musole ya ye di bi muso asem no na o de lawyer ni na o di Ghana mem ha e de bi asem e do kan e de fa ho na ne se o client age na court na se ye say koso na di na asem a o se sa asemu yi o nti bi da sebe o nya abofra asemu ebi asipen ma wo akasa wonim nti adenti na ne the same thing esia o kasa ediafa ho na professor mayati asie say adia efa saadi we kura ebaaye no some years back emra na ye good course no asana judges na no mo Ghana mem ha bibiri na no mo free Ghana mem ha they were from abroad in so we be Ghana mem ha be say 9 months no mo go back to their countries no mo kutwa 3 months ewo ho na 3 months no kura no so mo go back o mo be di nsuo so 1 month no mo go vacation o mo go rest for 1 month. When they are coming back, or say the 1 month, so now yet 3 months. A routine may be a legal vacation. Lawyer Atta Kyea or come once a month. Now, maybe a chum, I ain't say a BSC, a muko breaking, Kofubi must be a year. So I tell now what by him, what's the who ye? One can once a then ye the same thing, what say, oh, Tiasia. Ransford Gyampo, Ababekasa, or didn't come be Eddie Fasa, as a mono. Now I can be so Eddie Lawyer Atta Kyea. Minia, me say ombre, my couldn't put in some lawyer, and I say Professor Gyampo, or Kaye. Who have video no every another comment section when I also watch the wife. Like a video, we not share more with me, no, so only be anyway. Subscribe to this particular channel. We are saying Akufo Addo. Medawasi, Yogoti, Professor Ransford Gyampo.
Been talking about this vacation, court vacation. For every year the matter comes up, but this particular year it appears that there's been some brouhaha about it. And me as a governance person, I've been analyzing it. Of perhaps my views will be different from what the lawyers will be saying. I think that putting what the lawyers are saying, whether they will go to court during vacation or they won't go to court during vacation, putting that aside, I think that we must first of all look at, you see, re-examine the whole idea of court vacation and to see whether it is still relevant in our modern day democratic practice, given the universality of human rights, given the inalienability of human rights, and given the crucial role that human rights play in making a human being human. Now, when we were coming here last night as part of my usual scan of the literature to appreciate some of these things, I asked myself, so what's the relevance of court vacation and how did we get here? Historically, my search showed that judges of our courts were all whites and foreigners. So they come in here to sit and to work. Now, during this summertime, they would have to leave and go visit their families abroad. So, for instance, if they want, if it's in Ghana, they are all white judges. And then they would sit for a while and then go back to England to go and visit their wives and children. And this is how they went. They sailed on the high seas for 1 month, stayed in England for 1 month, and sailed back to the Gold Coast on a high sea for another 1 month. That's the essence of the 3-month vacation that they talk about. So sailing from here on the high seas for 1 month, staying on vacation in England for 1 month, and when you are coming back, it's also 1 month. So 3 months. I keep asking myself, now they don't sail from here to England, using the high seas for 1 month. Again, now our judges are Ghanaians. So why would we want a whole court, our judicial system to grind to a halt because all of them want to go on vacation? I don't get it, because in every modern public service, in our modern day democratic practice, I don't think we should perpetuate this idea of grinding a whole. So everybody is on vacation, so somebody's rights is seriously, egregiously violated. Are we able to give that excuse that, look, the courts are on vacation, and so then we can't, you are kept in, if you like, police custody, and then you'll be kept there for 3 months or up to the time that the courts will be recalled or will return from their vacation? I don't think that it is the right thing to do. It's the right way to go. You see, it appears that one of the arms of government that has failed or that has refused to contextualize itself or to modernize itself to suit modernity is the judiciary. Even when they are trying to modernize them, I can see a certain resistance. There's an attempt to modernize by making sure that they capture whatever is said at the courts, on computers and all that. Once I went to court, I went to see what was happening, and I was embarrassed. The lawyer is talking and somebody else is typing. He is typing like the lawyer is talking like he's dictating notes to the person who is typing. So the person says, wait, and what the boy is, they say, I didn't get the is, go back and all. I said, what sort of, can't we have a recorder that records? Okay, why are we still wearing gowns to court in a hot, sunny weather? And why do we still want to pretend that without putting on a wig, you are not wise? I think that these are all relics of colonialism that we must do away with. You see, when the white man comes to our part of the world, you see the way they dress. Sometimes they want to virtually walk naked because our weather is hot. But for us, who told you that there is always wisdom in the gray hair? I've seen people who have gray hair who are not wise. Okay. And so my point is that, putting all these things aside, it is important for us to interrogate this whole idea of legal vacation. I think that given the inviolability of human rights, the inalienability of human rights, and the universality of human rights, we cannot continue to allow judges to say, look, I go on leave and the organization that I run runs. And I'm sure, Senor, you run your organization. Alfred, you are here as a host. One day you go on leave, and then the program will continue to run. And so my point is, if we are modernizing public service, we cannot say that a whole arm of government should grind justice to a halt because we are going on vacation. Why can't we schedule it such that one judge or a few judges go on vacation, then the system runs, those who are working will continue to work. When they return, the others who kept the system running would also take their turns to go, like we've been doing in our public service. In the public service, there is roster. Everybody will come and show when he or she wants to go on leave, such that you go, somebody takes watch your back, you go, and the system keeps continue running. At the end of the year, everybody would have taken his or her leave. Why can't we turned this same practice in the public service to the judiciary, such that a judge will go on leave, some lawyers can go on leave, others will take turn to be running the system. When those who are on leave come, those who kept the system running would also keep it. I mean, this is what we should be thinking about. So my point is that there are certain colonial legacies that we have kept on ourselves. We have decided not to let go, and it doesn't make sense to me. Who told you that you must always put on the wig? Look, I was once in court and I saw a lawyer dressed in a certain way, and the way a manner the judge embarrassed the lawyer, saying that the lawyer was wearing, the dress was wearing was like a dress for dinner. It looks more like a dinner wear and not a shirt for the court. And I asked myself, what has the dress one wear got to do with the wisdom the person is going to spew at the court? What has dressing got to do with
wearing your gowns and things during graduation?
No, please. Let me make a point. My point is that you see, colonial legacies. This is an unproductive colonial. The idea of vacation, closing down wanting to close down the entire court, is an unproductive colonial legacy that, in my view, must be dispensed with in modern day democratic practice. The other bit is to make the point that, you see, sometimes our political elites, the way a manner they conduct their affairs and they behave, it appears they are always, or they always want to be insulting the intelligence of Ghanaians. I mean, is it the first time that we've judges, the court is going on vacation, that cases are to be heard? This is not the first time. It happened yesterday. It is happening today. Okay, so if we don't want it to happen, then there should be a certain elite consensus about it. For you to be able to talk about it, you must first admit that we did it in our time. It was not right, and so it is not right today. But don't close your eyes on what happened in your time and to pretend that this is the first time we are talking about cases being heard during court vacation. I think that it's an unnecessary insult to the intelligence of the good people of Ghana, and we must continue to expose some of these things and must not allow them to fester.
Prof, thank you.